And I'm gonna close Skype here. Oh, I think we're live.
Are we now?
Yeah!
You're live.
We're alive! Yes, I believe so. So, people can hear us, but they cannot see our pretty faces yet.
Should be a good time to put on a shirt.
You should put on the shirt. You should put some colors.
Oh, we already accepted that I have no colors.
Black and white.
Because I'm artsy.
All of the arts. No, you're dead! Oh, Sarah Zucker is telling that we're dead. Damn it!
I'm not dead.
Oh my god. Fucking bird.
That bird. There he is. Seems the chat already knows your bird, Kojak.
Yeah. Yeah, I just ran and gave one of them like a bunch of pistachios. Should she shut the fuck up? And then the other one in the other room starts going crazy. Birds, man. And then, oh my god, are you serious? I have this one.
Ah, buddy. A pretty puppy. It's a puppy bird.
She is a puppy bird. She's molting, so her head is just filled with quills. She's like a porcupine.
Alright, can you guys hear me? I was on mute.
No.
Alright, sweet. I was on mute. So I just send the tweets everywhere about the podcast, so if you guys want to retweet and, you know, send the love and say, hey, we're live! Do it.
Do it now.
Do it!
Not my mom. I'll do what I want.
Wow, too much secrets behind this picture. All the secrets. We're gonna see some beautiful faces for the first time ever. A co-founder of Berzerk Studio as well, but who? Will it be Mark? Will it be Etienne? We don't know.
I can give a hint. It's not Mark.
Damn
Maybe
it!
it's Lodge.
Maybe it's Shane. Shane is the new co-founder.
Shit.
Oh yeah. It's hard not to hear. Okay, cool. It's hard not to hear you. Damn it.
How does it feel?
There's a fly here.
The entire podcast just gonna be Etienne chasing after that fly.
I will make a Obama. I will kill the fly, and Peter will go against me.
What did I say about saying the debate thing, Etienne?
No politics publicly. Etienne.
No politics here, please.
There's no politics. It's just talking about fly sweating. It's the greatest story about fly sweating. I'm sorry.
wow.
Do you know another fly sweating
Well,
story?
let's start the debate all over. Flies, yes or no? Pros and cons.
See, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure which way to go with that because I wanted to go like with a southern accent and be like, "I need all the flies out of my country." And then I also really wanted to do like a fly sympathizer.
I just want to talk about the Fly, the movie with Jeff Goldblum.
Yes, flies are people too.
Yes. Fly's life matters.
Like that movie, right? Where the guys just like transform slowly into a fly. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's the Jeff
peeing my
Goldblum movie.
pants when I'm a kid. That was unrelated to the movie, but that was so awesome. The Lost Dims, Latch, why do we have non-XP? It's something that we are cooking up for the next update. Just make an update. It's something called the Golden Experience Points. And the Golden Experience Points is giving somehow. I'm gonna let you know. My cousin's wife was a fly. Why not?
Fly.
Just seeing Etienne freaking out with this fly.
Drive me nuts.
And this is when Etienne went off the rail and just started shooting with his freaking gun all over the place to kill that fly.
Yeah. I know why there's a fly here. Maybe I shouldn't poop in the trash basket.
Like the good old times. Poop in the trash.
Poop in the trash.
Yeah, you know the bathroom is like 5 feet away from
No time for that shit. We gotta make some games.
Yeah.
Bird, are you serious?
Did he just poop?
Oh, look at that. Oh, it just flew away. Damn.
Ah, buddy.
No, she didn't poop.
Oh, did she? Or did
I
she
mean-
poop back?
Now we're good.
Maybe she poops black.
Hey, Bass, how you doing, man? Bass50 is a follow streamer. Follow French-Canadian streamers. All of the poutine. Oui. All the maple syrups and poutine the same place on Berzerk podcast. Starting soon, actually. How much more? Like 3 minutes, I believe? More than 3 minutes? Mike, can you do a post on Facebook, something about Berzerk podcast?
Yeah, sure.
Maybe.
I could. I wanted to post later, but I guess later would be pointless for this podcast, eh?
Although I can do it right now. I have
Don't worry, I'm on it.
I have videos and photos and stuff about Berzerk podcasts.
Can you just toss me an image or something? But images are gonna be shit, but whatever.
Yeah.
No, never mind. I'll give you something. Just give me a second.
Sweet.
All right, chat.
I love
Give me an idea for a GIF.
A GIF? We need
Yeah.
an idea for a GIF, guys. For the Berzerk podcast, what should be about the thing starting up soon? We want to do a Facebook post right now. Please let us know. So
Or it's
right
gonna
now,
be
so
a
far,
monkey.
the idea is pomme de terre, fromage, merde, et Paris. Do something with that. Make your magic.
Alright, I'll make something.
Hang on. I'm trying to find an old picture. Damn it.
Is that it? No, that's boobs. That's somebody pooping.
It's just like boobs and people pooping on your computer.
Pooping on the computer. That's pretty messed up, man.
And sometimes they are not two separate things.
Yeah, it's like in the same folders. It's the same folders called entertainment.
No.
Alright, Facebook posts. Let's go to timeline,
You're like,
manage, Music Studio.
I'm very upset that I cannot find this one freaking picture. Damn it. It was the one I posted. It was a long time ago. This is randomly something I threw up on Twitter, and it's the dude with the puppet arms slapping the keyboard.
Du fille d'os.
du fille d'os.
Des coucou. Coucou. So today are we going to talk about conspiracy theory?
Maybe.
All of them.
The lizard people? Yes.
Nice. So we're gonna have to figure out like who's the lizard people. Like 1 of 4 people is a lizard. That's a fact that we started with. So now we're gonna have to argue and defend our position on who's the lizard here.
Alright, the post is up.
It's Mike.
I'm sure Simon's gonna like it.
No.
Oh, Moobot's already going apeshit.
That's a good one, man. You did good. We'll do it live! Speaking of live, guys, we are already like 100 viewers watching right now, so I believe it is time to start the awesome intro that we did just for this very podcast. So that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna close the music just a bit, like this, and then I'm gonna pop the intro right now, starting now, guys. Oh yeah, the very first Berzerk podcast. Oh, I love that intro. I love it so much. Guys, welcome to this first, I don't know where it's gonna going, but yeah, first Berzerk podcast. The reason of this podcast is just like, instead of just being me, latch, me, and latch on Twitch, there's a lot of people behind making games, so I wanted you guys to meet everyone on the team. And here we are. So I think we're gonna all present ourselves. You know me already, I believe, so we're gonna end up with me. Kojak, right below me. Kojak, please introduce yourself to people.
How's it going? I only recently started being on Twitch, but yeah, I was brought on to do the code for Zombidle. And I'm fired all the time.
Yes. Like right now, you're fired. Next, Mike. Why are you black and white, by the way, Mike? Explain
Because
that.
I'm artsy as shit. That's right. Actually, I just can't set up my colors correctly, so I just put in black and white. God damn it. Anyway, I'm
Is
Mike.
that a bug or a feature?
Sorry? I'm not sure. I'm mostly a bug, to be honest. And a feature as well.
Oh, I'll shut up.
That's pretty much it. I'm just a feature, basically. That's me. Actually, I'm the word wizard. I'm doing the community management on this shit, and I correct people when they're wrong, which is the things I do.
And you work on which project again?
Pretty much all of them, but Zombidle and Josh Ipson base mostly.
Sweet. And Etienne, please.
Hi, I'm Etienne. I'm a co-founder and I'm also artist and I do a lot of the game design and things like that.
Sweet.
And that's about it.
What is your role on Zombidle, by the way?
Huh?
On Zombidle, what do you do specifically?
I do the art and also I do the balancing and game design at large with the help of Shane and Simon.
And okay, so me, Etienne, and also Mark. I believe Mark is in the chat. Yes, he is, like Le Beau Marco that couldn't be here today. Actually, yeah, because like today we wanted to talk about Zombidles and the Zombidle update, so we just limited it to everybody who's involved in Zombidles. But Mark is also a co-founder of Berzerk Studios. Right here, he's an artist as well. Awesome director, and Berzerk Studio is like 8 years old right now. I think Etienne, right?
Yeah.
He was 8 years old already.
It's gonna be 8 in 2 months.
8 in 2 months. There you go. And okay, if we go in the past, like Etienne, what game did you work on the past? What is the project that you released on the past 8 years? By the way,
the first game I made is Mechanical Commando. I made Mechanical Commando 2. I made Sands of the Coliseum.
Sands of Coliseum, guys.
Yeah. I also made The Breach. Made a lot of game. I can't even remember them all. Some more obscure game like Steel Clash. I also made what's it called? The
Battle
guy
Cry.
Battle Cry. I made Battle Cry.
Battle Cry, yeah. Like there's like two projects that stood up at Berzerk Studios, and it's like Berzerk Ball is one of them. Berzerk Ball, the director was Mark right here in the chat, Le Beau Marco. Son of Coliseum, people still to this day, like 5 years after the release, asked us for a sequel for Son of Coliseum. Who made this? Etienne, right over here. He's the guy. He was the director on it. I think it was involved in code, but mainly that's the brain right here.
Yeah, and also we start working on Son of Coliseum 2, but we weren't able to finish it because someday maybe.
Yeah, someday. Like, it is still there, right? I think that you made a lot of arts for Son of Coliseum 2 that like never saw the light, but it's still on your computer somewhere hidden.
Yes, and I hope to finish that game someday because it's a game I really like and I think people like it too.
Yeah, totally. Like to this day, there's still tournament and stuff on Congregate about the Son of Coliseum. So I'm like, what? Like, it's insane. It is insane. So guys, I don't know. I have a little list of things to talk to like today. I think that. Today, like as I said right here into this topic, the Zombidle's update. So we're gonna try to do a podcast like this, like every 2 weeks or so ish. Right now is the first iteration, so it might change here and there. But basically, since Zombidle is a way to talk with you guys, the community, we decided like every 2 weeks when we do the updates, we should have a podcast to just talk about what's coming up, what's up, what's new, and what's next with Zombidles. So we're gonna start with that formula every 2 weeks, the day after the release, the updates. Has the update been done already, guys? By the way, Kojak, Berzerk.
Yes.
Quotation marks. Wow, that was a super confident yes.
Nice.
Okay,
Last time I checked, it was up. Is there a problem I don't know about?
Yeah, do I need to fire somebody, Kojak?
There's gonna be a lot of firing going on in this stream.
Yes. And then he's got to rehire me to like write 2 lines of code and then fire me again.
Yeah.
It's up on web right now. Okay. But there was the tweak that you wanted me to make while I was streaming that I have to. It's your fault.
I'm fired. Yeah.
But yeah, the build is live for Android on Alpha. I've uploaded a build for Amazon, but we just have to like replace it with a new one.
Okay.
So I just got to get some new builds done after the podcast, and then I'll upload everything to Alpha again.
Okay, and on the web, it's live?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can you like explain a bit like what is your process when you try to make a new build? Like for example, you made a build already, you released it everywhere, and then I came in and say, "Hey, Kojak, can we change this?" And you were like, "Oh, you have to make another build." Like, can you explain the process behind that?
So once all the stuff is in place and I've tested it out to make sure it all works, I get the web one ready, and that's literally just the one file that we put everywhere, and then it just magically connects itself up.
Yeah, but again, everywhere is like on Armor Game, on Newground, Congregate, and our website as well, right? So you have like 4 websites plus not Doppler, so I think there's 5.
Yeah, so it's pretty nice that it's just the one file, but uploading a build on web is just super simple. All you have to do is just literally push a new version, tell it to use that version, and then it's done.
Yeah.
But mobile is a little different. Apple, there's always the 1 or 2 days for like approval that, oh god, it takes so long.
Yeah.
If they don't just randomly decide to reject the build for no reason, like they did, which was so frustrating.
Yeah. I know that the update was ready for Android. The last update was ready for Android like 2 weeks ago, and I think that beginning of this week it finally got approved by Apple.
Yeah, it was just a nightmare.
Yeah, it's insane.
But doing mobile builds takes just a little bit longer because I have to go through and make a separate version for each platform, and then I have to go and I have to test it on each platform individually. And then once I'm happy that it's tested, I push it to Android beta, or Android alpha rather, and then I wait to get that update, which can take a couple of hours. And then I test it again, and then I release it.
I remember when I started, like whenever I made a new build, it was taking me at least 2 or 3 hours to put it everywhere and test if everything was correct and everything. It's like half a day just to release what you worked on for the last week. So like we want to make an update every 2 weeks. That makes 10 days of work, and half of 1 day is done just to push everything live.
Yeah. People were asking in my chat if there's any way that we could like push web when we release the build for mobile. And the problem with that is, and I was talking about this on my stream, the problem with that is we have to make sure that the build is done and ready and uploaded everywhere, and then we have to wait 2 days for the approval process, and only then can we actually push the build everywhere, which means if we see bugs or problems or features like the one that you suggested, the tweak, we just can't do it.
Yeah. So it's either we make only the Apple user, like the iPhone user, wait, or we make everybody wait.
Exactly.
That's basically the question. Mike, by the way, what is your how many communities do you have to handle? You have to speak to everyone, because sometimes like we receive somebody saying like, "Hey, we tried to reach you several times. Where are you, Berzerk Studio?" And I'd like to hear from you, like how many communities, how many people, websites you have to manage.
Well, you have all these websites that we're already pushing. That you have Armor Games, Newgrounds, Congregate, just for starters, which are just pretty big.
Yeah.
Facebook, Twitter, emails on 4 different inbox. And after that, I talk to people in the chat on Congregate as well, which is a thing.
Yeah.
And
do you have Reddit as well, I believe?
Reddit, I believe Shane has started to actually do something with Reddit because he had like this stream thing, so I kind of like put it aside. But if he hasn't, maybe I should probably pick it back up because it's a pretty big part. But yeah, we have Reddit as well, which is a piece of what?
I've been lurking on Reddit and just like answering the occasional thing that pops up.
And also we have you guys' Twitch that has this community as well. That people talk to you guys, I guess.
Yeah. So yeah,
But I don't manage those. I just make dick jokes.
As you should. But yeah, I mean, the point of all this is just to explain like how many places, like how many front doors there is with the community, and how many of them we have to nurture and maintain. So yeah, just saying this to say like if you don't get an answer or a response, please let us know where you try to reach us, because we're already taking care of a lot of places. Those two guys, Kojak and Mike, are already like super active on a lot of communities. But if you try to reach us when we don't respond, please let us know so we can fix that. Etienne, on the design side, what do we do every 2 weeks? How do we decide to make a new update? What features is next and what's coming up next, etc. Like we talk, like me and you basically just talk and say like there's a problem here and there. But yeah, I'd like to hear from you actually.
The first thing we do, we look what the community is saying, what the people need, and also where they are in the game, because IS player, the IS ranking player, we don't want them to run out of content. So when we think that people are too far in the game, we try to add more content for them.
Yeah.
And also if the community ask for a feature, we have to take this into account. Also, sometimes we have things we have to do. They are not really fun. Like recently, the gamer save thing is going down, so we have to change the save file. It's pretty boring stuff for a player. They don't care at all. It's not a big deal, but we don't want them to lose their save, so it's a lot of jobs. So we have to try to find a way to push interesting content that doesn't take a lot of job to work on the thing we have to do, and still give the players something to look forward to. And sometimes we just make a fun update with a lot of content for the player, like the arcane. The arcane. I always call the arcane thingy. I don't remember
the forge.
exactly the name. The arcane forge, yeah. And
Nice.
and that's about it. We always try to see what is possible to make, and what is cool, and what is also what we need to do.
Yeah, so it's always a balance between bugs and small features, and like working slowly on larger features. So for example, the arcane forge will be a large features. The new items, new recipes and stuff like that will be small features, and the bugs will be the gamer save thing that we're gonna talk like in a second. But yeah, sometimes we have to work on bugs like this, gamer save being a good example. If we don't do it, like if we do it, nobody cares. If we don't do it, everybody will try to crucify us, because like they're gonna lose save files, they're gonna lose skulls or something like that, So, and we have to just prioritize all that. So yeah, I mean, I love when people come to my stream or a Kojak stream and say like, hey, can you do this feature? Like, that's a great idea. But if we do that, I cannot work on this features, and if I don't do this, everything explodes. So like, keep it in mind, and like it's gonna be in the next updates.
Yeah. And sometimes some features are great to do, but sometimes we just have to add more content so people don't have nothing to do in the game. So they are sometimes they are new content, but we have to do it.
Yeah, totally. And that's another point, actually. You were saying that the highest ranked guy has to have new content all the time. That's very hard to balance, because I play every day in Zombidle. I play every time, every morning. I wake up and watch the nights to double my offline bonus, and I play. And my brother is playing as well, and he's actually farther than myself. And I hear people on Twitch and on the stream saying like, I have like 5 million orbs, and I'm like, what? I only like have 200,000 at most, and it took me like 6 months playing every single day. I never cheated, and I never I watched the ads and everything, but I never cheated. And I'm like, how how can you do that, right? So we have to balance all those people out, and yeah, sometimes it can be super hard to just try to, like, if we give content to the highest guy, nobody else gonna reach that content until a very long time, right? And the updates won't look very good.
Yeah. And the thing is, there's always a balance where we make an update where we create content for an update where we give player power. So we create more level and stuff like that. And after that, we give them more power so they can reach that faster.
Yeah.
But we always have to balance things. So we don't want the player to go faster than we have content.
Yeah.
So the new player will get eventually there faster than the oldest player because we give more power thing, like the Arcane Forge give a huge boost of power to the player.
Yeah. That was actually, I remember we had this discussion at the end, like, we try to have, like, this amount of progress, and we're gonna let people try, like, we're gonna estimate that people will reach this. And then when we're gonna have, like, more content to give, we're gonna make those player progress faster. So we always try to do this, you know. So the end of the game is about here, for example, and we're gonna push the end further, and we're gonna make everybody else go faster and faster and faster. So every time we push a new update, it feels good because it feels like, oh, I'm progressing faster now, you know. So
yeah,
that's why we.
These are the good updates. These are the updates that people are looking for. But we have to do the boring update too.
Yeah.
the one where I just add more level, more difficulties, more stuff, and more content to the game, and then I give them power so they can reach what I did.
So speaking of updates, I think that we have to show the little animation that we have to say officially what's in there and just like talk about the actual update. So stick around, game. I'll play a little animation to show what's new in this update. Be right there. Oh yeah! New update! Spectral vacuum, new items, new recipes, and also introducing Berzerk balls. What's on Zombidle.com? I went back to us. I love that animation. It's over the top. Oh, Mega Man, I love you. By the way, the music is by Family Joe 7X, one of my very good friend. Family Joe 7X, you should check him out. Is also the music you're hearing right now and on my stream. So yeah, guys, what is spectral vacuum? I have no idea.
Yeah, so people, I love the post that showed up on Reddit like the day after we released the first update with the ghosts that would just like appear because somebody was like, "What are these missiles? I don't understand what these missiles are just shooting out of people." And then people are trying to frantically click on them. They're like, "How do you capture them? Oh my god!" But yeah, who are you gonna call? We added Ghostbuster stuff.
Yeah, Ghostbuster.
Copyrights, god damn it.
It's a spectral vacuum.
It's a spectral vacuum.
I think at first this idea come from the community. I think it come from Reddit, if I remember correctly. I know, Shane, you brought it to me a month or two, and we talked about this, and we finally decided to do it. So was it on Reddit or it was on your Twitch channel? I don't remember.
It was actually from the guys that hang out with me on Twitch. People were suggesting like maybe we actually add souls to the game, and the villagers can have souls that you pick up and you can do different things with them.
We didn't want to name it Souls because there's another game that has souls like everywhere.
Yeah.
And we were like, well, we don't want to pick the idea.
Yeah, people were like, "Oh, but you can make the bosses have souls," and I was like, "No, no, we cannot do that."
And I remember also we talked about making them ghosts because ghost is kind of little more funny than soul. It's less serious.
Yeah.
Because since we make a game about hell and demon and thing like that, and we want to keep it on the light side, so we go for ghost because of that too.
Yep. We got it was just like a ton of people. The moment somebody suggested like villagers having ghosts, it was just tons of suggestions about things we could do with them and things we could use them for.
Okay.
For the moment, they're just like crafting items. So they're components that you need to make bigger and better items. And there are only a couple of recipes that use that, but that will change very quickly.
But you can still use the ghost as a filler to make monsters item, if I remember correctly. So
Should be able to.
so the ghost is still pretty useful, even though there's not a lot of recipe. You can use them in a lot of monsters item.
Yeah, people have already found all the ghost recipes, and it's up on Reddit.
What?
Yeah.
That is
why we can
insane.
get nice things.
You don't
This
remember,
one.
Mike, when we get the arcane forge out? It took about an hour before all the recipe were found.
That's kind of my fault because as I was working on it, I was showing people like one or two items, but they paused my stream video and went frame by frame and cataloged all of the items they could possibly find.
Oh, dedication.
You're fired.
You're fired.
You're fired. There you go. That's why we can have nice things.
Also, people figured out the formula for monster items in about 3 days because there were like two people who set up a Google spreadsheet and they brute forced every single possible combination they could possibly get.
What?
Somebody had like 150 different recipes that they had put in with what you get and what you get out of it, and using that, they kind of reverse engineered the formula.
Damn.
It did not take long.
Internet is
Internet.
brilliant. That's awesome.
So, yeah.
Maybe we should have. Maybe we should embrace that though, and say like, now we have a recipe book. Like further up, we have a challenge where you can unlock a recipe booth and a recipe book, and inside the game directly you can see like all the place. Because to me, as a player, I didn't discover because I don't know all the items and I don't know all the recipes. I try to hide from that, you know. So I'll leave you guys, by the way, like making all the recipes, and then I try to discover the game and give my inputs and everything. But I only made the 3 exact item recipes, and also the bunny. The bunny one was pretty cool. But you know, having a recipe book like this in the game, I would like that. Like for me as a player. So I don't know. Like I'd like to hear from you guys as well in the audience. Like you know, in the chat. What do you think about that? And what do you guys think about it as well?
Here is something that a lot of people have been asking for on Reddit. And I like this idea. If we do some kind of like quality of life for the Arcane Lab update, it's something that I'd really like to do. There are a couple of small tweaks, like when you clear an item that you don't want to make, it doesn't clear all the spots, it just clears the last one. A couple of small tweaks like that
Okay.
I want to do. But something people have been asking for is if you make a recipe, it saves it in a recipe book.
Yeah.
And then if you go into the forge, you can just open your book, hit choose recipe, and it just fills in the spots for the item.
That's
That'd be
awesome.
smart.
That's very
So,
cool.
yeah, if you make a recipe, it's just in a big list, and it's like autofill, bam, done.
Nice. And we could have the achievement on that, like discover 15 recipes or something like that.
Exactly.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, the Arcane Cookbook. Oh, I love the shit out of that name.
Yeah,
I like that name.
great idea.
Let's do it. Why it's not
Yeah,
done yet?
now.
When it's gonna be released, Kojak? Stop talking and do it.
I heard you're gonna make a little update after the chat, so you can put that in, I guess.
Oh my god.
Come on, it's
don't need the
Friday. You
weekend.
can do it.
Yeah.
Nice. Let me
We can
see.
expect that in about 2 hours, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
That's what we expect.
Yeah, we
Yeah, I
could
can
just,
see that in the chat. People seem to like it. Sorry, Mike, I keep cutting you.
It's okay. It's okay. I get it. I'm not important.
Yeah, but I do keep
Finally, you
cutting
get it.
Yeah. So yeah, I was looking at the chat, and yeah, I think that the book where it goes autofill, I'd love that as well. Yep. Sweet. So yeah, otherwise, like the spectral vacuum, that was one of them. What was the three? Okay, new items, because there's new recipes as well, and new recipes, and the Berzerk Paul things. So guys, can you explain to me why the Berzerk Pauls, and why did we have to do that, and which player does it affect?
In fact, this is the largest part of the update. As some people know, some site like Zombidle.com and I think Newground too. I don't remember.
No, Newground is okay. It's Zombidle.com and not Doppler, if I recall.
Okay, they use GamerSafe to save the account, and since GamerSafe is going out of business, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We have to change it to keep the player games. So we have to create our own backend thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a pretty big job. It's a job if we don't do, people would be infuriated.
Yeah.
But if we do it, they just will never know.
Yeah, totally. Like to give a little bit of background of GamerSafe. GamerSafe was something that has been built like 7 years ago. I think our very first game.
2009.
2009, right? Yeah, because I think it was our third game start using GamerSafe, and it was Swordless Ninja. Yeah,
yes,
right.
Indeed.
And that was before iPhones and everything. Whoa,
yes,
we are old.
It was our first try to put microtransaction in
to monetize the player as greedy.
To monetize, yeah. I remember we were called a lot of names at that time because we were the first to do it.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, I remember someone calling us a soulless whore because we gave them a free game.
Yeah, I remember that.
Big microtransaction.
Oh shit! It was with Swordless Ninja. We bought, like, we gave I think it was an expansion or something for $3, like a sword or something like that, and a new difficulty. Yeah, so it was basically an expansion.
Samurai mode, if I remember correctly. It was a samurai mode.
Yeah,
change the game to give another experience. Yeah, I think it was a pretty good game, but he received a lot of shit because of that.
Yeah, we were the first. It was not good. But anyway, GamerSafe was not only that; it was a way to keep your save file
from a site to another.
Yeah, from a site to another, and another computer, everything. So it was like a cloud save for Flash games back in 2009. So it was very helpful. For devs and for for big games, like the big RPGs out there. So we were using that for Zombidle. We're using the authentication of GamerSafe because people had already games on this, so we didn't want people to create another account, blah, blah, blah. So we were just like using that because a lot of our users actually did use GamerSafe for the past 7 years. So we just took that, but then the guys at FGL announced that GamerSafe was not very a big thing anymore. So just like, we don't want to support it anymore because Flash is dead. Flash is so dead. But yeah, I mean, so they announced that GamerSafe is going down at the end of October. So that meant that if we did nothing, everybody were playing on Zombidle.com or not Doppler would have lost their save file. So we decided to make Berzerk Pulse, which is pretty much a authentication system. So you just create an account over there. Right now it's very, very simple. You create an account with an email, you verify your account, and that's it. The only thing you can do is change your password. But inside Zombidle, you can connect with Berzerk Pulse, and you'll be able to save your progress properly. But it is also step one of a bigger scheme. I'm gonna let Kozak talk about it. He knows what I'm talking about.
Actually, are you talking about connecting? Okay, there are two things I think you could be talking
about conquering the world.
Conquering the world with microtransaction.
Are you talking about connecting Berzerk Pals with like Twitch and other services, or are you talking about the other thing?
I didn't know about that.
Ooh la la.
Oh la la.
So
Color
never mind
being
that one.
interested.
Never
say
mind
anything.
that one. Okay, starts
Yeah.
with the one I was thinking, and then please enlighten me with the other features that you keep under your bucket.
So the first step is we make sure that GamerSafe actually links with Berzerk Pals. We make sure that it all works and that you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Then what we can do is we can take exactly the same code. Almost, I have to make like 1 or 2 tweaks to other places in the game, but once we make sure that it works, you can sign in with Berzerk Pals on your phone, and then you'll load that save, and then you can go to Armor Games, Congregate, Newgrounds, iOS, Android, Amazon, whatever you want.
Are you talking about cross-platform?
Yes.
Wow! Tell me more
Finally.
about that. I am the hype guy.
Oh shit.
Oh shit!
But yes, it is the first step to making everything connect together and making it able to load the same save on all devices.
Because making the cross-platform thing, I mean, a lot of people have asked us, like, can I play my Android game on my iPad? And we're like, oh, that will be very hard to do. And we had several steps to achieve that goal. The very first step was to have a version number verification. So that means that if you go try to run your save file on an older version, it's gonna detect it and say like, hey, don't do that because it might ruins your save file. So we did that. I think it was 2 months ago, Kojak?
Oh yeah, that's been a thing for a while.
Yeah, so it was something that we had to do that. Second thing was to create another account system, which is now Berzerk Pals. So we created all that thing now, and now the last thing will be what? Or the next
Fixing
things?
fixing it so that people don't have issues when they try to
Making it work?
yeah, making it work. But then the step after that is making sure it integrates into the code nicely. There's some stuff that I got to tweak there, and then bam, I think we just release it platform by platform and make sure that it all works.
Yeah, that'll be nice actually. That was how can I say that? So yeah, I mean that was in our plans to make the cross-platform thing for a while, but we had other stuff to prioritize. But when the GamerSafe announced that we're going down, it was like, okay, let's fix that, and at the same time we're gonna walk another step towards the big goal of cross-platform. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. And what was the other thing that we're talking about Twitch integration and everything? Tell me more.
Conspiracy theories. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, is it a
Listen,
secret? Is it a top secret?
No. No, I think it's something that I brought up to
Latch is a
you.
lizard, people.
What?
Yes. You're the
Latch
lizard
is a
person.
lizard.
Yeah, my background is green, man. That's why it's my environment. Let's stick on the wall.
Chameleon. No, the other thing was something that I think I'd been bringing up to you and Mike is that since we have Berzerk Pals now, and Mike had told me that it's very, very simple to allow us to connect other platforms to it just through web. We can connect Twitch, and we can connect Patreon, and we can connect all sorts of stuff to it.
Okay.
Stream RPG can be connected to Berzerk Pals. And then we can actually do something automatic with Twitch and Zombidle. Like the thing that you showed me a long time ago.
What was it again?
Stealing credit cards?
But no, it was just,
Stealing credit cards?
it was the ability to pull who's watching and then basically just give people in Zombidle who are watching the stream things that just show up.
nice. That'll be nice. I mean, that's the next step I'd like to have. Like right now, I believe there's a notification saying like we're live on Twitch. But I'd love to say like, okay, Berzerk is live now, talking about the updates. Have our own notification for that. What am I doing? Have our own notification for that, and then if people comes in here, if X happens, we give diamonds right here on the show on Twitch. You know, that'll be awesome. That'll be awesome. Like if you help us fix a bug, if you say whatever passcode in the chat, we give you reward players with diamonds.
Yeah, there's so much we can do once we actually have all the platforms like connected together in a beautiful weave.
Such power, such power. All right. Mike, what's up?
I don't know. This is all news to me. I've been out for like 2 weeks now. I got no clue what's going on.
You don't even have color anymore.
Oh, I'm just
Strange.
dead inside. I can't wake up.
You are so poetic.
I need to put like a fancy music just for you.
Just put some evanescence.
And some bag blowing in the wind.
What would be the best way to reach us, Mike?
Well, depends on what you need. If you need like support, you need to email directly Shane at feedback@zombidle.com. If you have like praise and stuff, just send all the emails to me or on the Berzerk Facebook page, which I read every day. And other than that, you can like send like smoke signals or something.
Sweet.
Always work.
Are you taking care of the Facebook and Twitter account as well? We forgot
Yeah.
to talk about
Yeah.
those ones. Okay.
Well, we don't have a Facebook account for Zombidle, but for Berzerk Studio, that's all I do.
Okay.
And please stop sending me like voice messages on Facebook. I'm going crazy.
What? You receive voice messages on Facebook?
Yeah, like people just breathing inside their mic. Just like when I get those 5 a.m. calls, you know?
What?
Yeah.
Like people breathing and sending you that on Facebook.
Yeah, that's just weird.
I'll take that as a
I guess it's
Okay.
Oh god damn it. Etienne, don't do it. Don't do it, Etienne.
I have to tell you the truth. It's me. I'm
God damn it.
It was Etienne all along. He just called. He just sent voice message to his own company, like.
Simon is gonna die.
Oh God.
Somebody's gonna die in the company.
7 days.
Just to mess with Mike. That's why he's so sad, man. He lost all his color.
Yeah, it's killing me inside.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, nice. Okay, okay. I can get over the fact that people send you voice message on Facebook just breathing.
It's been quieter these days, but it was for a
But
while.
I guess that we will get more now.
Yes,
God
please.
damn it.
Just spam Facebook.
You just use the internet to send you more.
The prophecy is fulfilled.
So Simon, you're gonna get my notice for quitting in about.
Oh, that's awesome.
Resignation letter.
What have we done? That was beautiful. Okay, so Facebook, Twitter, if you want to report a bug on Zombidle, that's feedback@zombidle.com, which is pretty much our to-do list, right? That's our way to...
It should be.
Should be,
Is
right?
it now, Shane?
Ish. Oh God. How many emails? How many emails do I have? 14.
How many emails?
I
have you
answered them all.
received?
I answered them all yesterday.
How many email do you handle every day?
Oh God, it's like 15.
15 per day.
Yeah, and then some days I don't get to it because I'm like trying to finish something in the game, and I get to it like 2 days later, and it's like 45, and I'm like, oh my God. Especially, oh my God, with that stupid bug that would decrease people's skulls by a factor of 10.
Yeah.
I had like 80 emails that I had to get to. It was kind of insane.
How do you respond to that?
Fuck off. No, I'm kidding. Mostly it's just stuff like, hey, we're aware of this issue, like, thank you for letting us know, and then I just send that.
Okay.
And then sometimes, like yesterday, when I actually did upload the build everywhere to web, I was just responding to people with, hey, I just uploaded a new build that should fix this. Like, let me know if you're still having it. And then I copy it and just, like, paste it over and over.
Etienne had a good question, though. Is it fixed?
It is fixed, yeah.
Okay, it's fixed in the update right now, right?
Yes.
What was the bug? People
Really
were
fixed
losing like an order of magnitude?
It only affected people if you had between, I think it was 1 trillion and 100 trillion.
Okay.
And it was only this tiny little number, this tiny little order of magnitude. And people, when you would save and you would reload your game, you would have a tenth of what you had before.
Okay.
And it was because I'm a derp, and it was an off by 1 error in the number big system, the new system that I set up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we save all of the decimal places. So when we want a big number, I just take that number, remove all the decimals, and trim it to the length that it should be. And I was trimming it one longer than it should have been.
You're fired!
I know, right?
People have been
I deserve it this time.
people have been spamming in the chat like keep Kojak or fire Kojak. I should have like a vote every 2 weeks. Like people just again, there you go, fire Kojak. And Mike was the first one. And that was Mike. Mike, if you have something to tell, you can do it right now. We're live.
Maybe,
I can't, I'm
maybe
a
we
mime.
can do it when there's a big bug or something like that.
Yeah.
Do we
Yeah.
keep him or fire him? Just before we fire him.
And it's just me hanging over, like, in front of the monster.
That's good, that's good, that.
Yeah.
Fire Lash. Oh no! It went back to me. Sarasa Zolker told me Fire Lash. Is there a way we could optimize that process, the feedback at Zombidle.com process, like going over everyone and talking to everyone? Because there's just like say everything is pink and beautiful and rainbows, and we get 10 millions of downloads on Android and or iOS. Your number of mail will multiply by like a shit ton of zeros. So,
Oh my god.
what do you think?
If we get 10 million of download, I think it won't be a problem. We can hire people.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
that.
That's a good
Or we
Yeah.
could just like buy some plugin that would just direct all the emails to his mailbox, as in like his full mailbox. Like just all the voicemails going straight to Kojak instead. Just calling every
Nice. Nice.
just text to speech straight to your voicemail.
But yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
point though. If we have more downloads, we'll manage to hire more people on the team.
If it have to be a problem because you have too much, it's not a problem.
It's a good
10
problem to
million.
have.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have. I
The
would
only thing
get
I can-
10 million download.
I was just gonna say, the only thing I can think of is to put a feedback system inside of the game.
Sorry,
And then the only...
I was looking at the chat. Sorry.
Oh my god.
I'm the worst boss
For
ever.
the one, for once he's looking at the
Sorry,
freaking chat.
there was a fancy image. Like Ren Frenchman said a big nay with around like a circle. It was like, squirrel.
fucking butterfly.
Sorry, you were saying.
No, I was just saying, the only way that I can think of to optimize the feedback system would be just to put a button in the game that's
Okay.
like, hey, do you have a bug? Here, just send it here. And then
Well,
it would just like all show up.
That
just
will
in a...
okay, but that will mean that you will receive way more email than what you have right now.
Yeah.
In the game itself, we don't say. Do we say you have to go to feedback at zombidle.com?
Yeah.
In the game itself,
In the options menu, yeah.
it's there.
I'm like, nah, I can check. I'm gonna check right now.
I want to check right now too.
I'm not gonna check.
Tits.
I don't give it.
I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna check. I'm out of
Anyway-
here.
Anyway, people, if you want your concern to be addressed, just go to our Facebook page and send a voicemail to Mike at Preach.
I'm gonna forward you guys those.
The magic
Oh,
thing
man.
is you don't need to use
Read
any
and
words.
speak slowly, please. And
Breathe heavily.
read
Okay,
slowly
Latch,
and
don't
slowly.
check. Don't check. Because
It's not
I
there.
promise you, it's in there.
It's not
Somewhere.
there. It's not there.
It's, maybe.
But yeah, my point actually is like we should keep
It's on
it
the
that way.
congregate page actually.
We should keep it that way because we say like if you have any comments, go on Reddits and everything. Because if we build a highway from the game to a feedback at Zombidle, you're gonna receive a shit ton of stuff. Right now you already have duplicates of the same bugs, so I don't think that we need to have to receive even more emails. Because if there's a bug, the message go through and we know it already. So if we actually tell everyone in the game, if you have a concern, send a mail over there with this very like a button or something, we will build a highway for mails to come your way, So
Yeah, the only other thing I could think of is to use something like, what is it called, Mantis or something? I don't know. There's like a bug tracker program that you can get,
Okay.
and then people can like upvote bugs and stuff. I don't know. We can look into something like that. That would help me with the emails, because it's like instead of getting 10 emails all telling me about the same thing.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. So instead of having that, you will have like all the bugs in there, and people can vote for them. I think on Mantis.
I honestly I don't know. I've never used it, but I've seen that there are like a couple of bug tracker programs out there we can try to use.
Okay.
Yeah, Mantis, Bugzilla, Jira. Yeah, I've heard of those. Those
Ah,
sound
okay.
familiar.
There you go.
I've never used any of them, but
Okay. Yeah, so do I. I didn't use. I mean, maybe we can use something like similar to Crowdin for the translation, but for the bugs as well.
yeah.
So every update we'd look in there and see like what can we fix in priority, etc., etc.
Exactly.
That could be
and
something.
the nice thing about those that I'm aware of is they have like timestamps, and then people can comment on them and stuff.
Okay.
So
There's somebody in the chat saying, "Can we have a button in game to record a voicemail for the Facebook page?"
I also love the dude's name.
Yeah, that's why I said someone in the chat. I didn't want to say. There's Suck My Dick in the chat. Oh my god! Because the name is Suck My Dick. For the YouTube user, because we're gonna export this live export on YouTube afterwards. The guy's name was actually that. Anyway. Put a button that shows current bugs and a button to report one if it's not in there. Well, if we put a button that shows current bug, that sounds easy to do, but we have to create an interface that go fetches bugs somewhere and have the people add, edit, remove bugs, and like that's way too much. So we have to use something external that already have all those features implemented. So have them way better implemented than what we can do, So it will be better to just say like, okay, go to Bugzilla and do the stuff over there. We're gonna read it there. The same way with Crowdin, actually. We put that on another external tool.
Probably easier to fix the bugs than to have a button that shows the bugs. I love it. But yeah, it would. I imagine it's just a button like the one we have for the subreddit, where it's just bam, just goes to the place.
Totally. What else do we want to talk about?
Maybe what's coming?
Yeah, what's coming up? Yeah, what's in the next update? Not this one, but the next one. I don't even know. We didn't even talk about it.
We talk about it a little. Right now, there's a little thing that we want to do. Not sure what will be in the update, but I think the event system will be the next thing we have to.
The event system. Yeah.
Because also we have to get ready for Halloween because we really want to have a nice Halloween update.
Oh yeah.
I think
Is it gonna be about Santa Claus?
Yes, it will, Mike. Yeah.
Zombie Santa.
And because Halloween is a great, it's a great holiday, especially for a game about monster and demon and things like that. So I think we have to do a big update. So the event system will be something interesting to do. Also, we can make some random event some time to time. So I think this will be the core of the next update, if it's possible, if it's doable. Also, I don't like level 4 and level 5 of the building in hell. I think right now, because of the forge, they are becoming obsolete.
Okay.
So I think we have to do something about this.
Okay. Make another level.
Yeah, no, maybe not another level. Maybe just get these level better. I don't know right now.
Okay.
Give them some kind of buff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because right now they are pretty pointless. Nobody will buy them, and nobody care because they are too bad.
Okay, because they're like too expensive for what they are. Is that it? Yeah.
They don't do a lot. So they used to do a lot, but since the update with the Arcane Forge, they are really not as good as a shard. Or...
No. There's one thing that I would like to have is to be able to level up the forge so we can like craft multiple items at the same time or something like that, you know? Like that would be nice. We have to take care though, like not to take care, but be careful of what we do on this because making more items in the forge will be hard to do coding wise because we have to make like another interface to show the current one versus what's in there, etc, etc. So it'll be quite hard just because of the forge.
Actually, that's all kind of done.
What? What?
Yeah.
You're hired back!
Simon, can you follow, please?
Well, hang on. The interface is done?
The skeleton for it is.
The code is done.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Well, and some of the flash assets.
Okay. So the code is done because I remember like, hey, I did the interface. How did the forge like? Well, I not did that. You did, but I worked on it as well. So it was like I didn't see anything in there.
Yeah, that's how the first iteration was done.
Okay.
So all of those old stuff is still, or all that old stuff is still in there.
Okay.
And it's just got to be polished up a little bit and like make sure it actually works with how the forge works now.
Okay.
And then it's good to go. And as far as the code for setting up multiple crafting items and all of that, I built the forge from the ground up to be able to craft multiple things at the same time.
Okay, gotcha. So the code is there, so only the interface is there. Ah, sweet.
Just needs a little bit of polish.
That sounds cool. That sounds very cool.
You're polished.
Aw.
Oh, thank you.
Aw. I believe, though, that if we do the Forge multiple crafting, I believe we should make like an item or like an upgrade item or something, like a better 3D printer that you collect within the challenge. Because it will make like, it will be a very nice, it's a very nice reward, right? To be able to craft 2 items at the same time. And binding it with diamonds will mean that we'll need to put it expensive. And if we do that, that means that it kind of benefits the paying user, which I don't really like. So if we bind it to a challenge instead, like something that you do, like an achievement in a game, not really an achievement, but something that you do, it's gonna make a really awesome rewards. But for upgrading the forge, maybe, I'm just like making the brainstorm right now, maybe it's not a good idea, but maybe if you upgrade the forge, it lowers the amount of crafting time. Because the crafting time is already binded with diamonds, you know? You can wait or you can pay with diamonds. So maybe we can do that.
If you can craft 2 things at a time, I don't think we have to lower the crafting time because you essentially go 2 times faster.
Yeah, what I mean is like we have an item, we have a challenge that makes us being able to create 2 items at the same time. That's an item. And if you upgrade the forge in hell with diamonds, you lower the amount of time. So for the shards, for example, will be interesting because right now it's 3 days to build a splinter. But if we lower that to 2.5 days or something, that becomes interesting. I don't know. Brainstorming live might not be a good idea.
Right now, I think it can be dangerous because the shards kind of double your power. So I think if we allow the player to go too fast, we won't be able to follow with content.
That's a good point.
Agreed. I think it's a little dangerous.
That's my main fear about that. We have to follow with content. If we had the world create up to world 10 or 15 right now, I'd say yes, do that.
Let's do it. Yeah.
But right now, the level 4 is not even ready. So
so we have the same problem with crafting 2 items at the same time then, because you kind of double the power than what you have right now.
Yeah, but I think we can make a world or 2 pretty fast. But I think if we give them more power, we have to do it carefully.
Yeah, totally agree. Yeah, that's the kind of. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, crafting 2 or 3 items at the same time is a little bit more controlled than decreasing costs, because you can't make like 2 war splinters at the same time. You can only make 1 at a time. But if you lower the time to like, I don't know, a day and a half or something, then all of a sudden you've doubled your production of war splinters.
Well, actually, if we double the crafting items, you double the production because you can make at the same time a war splinter and the DPS splinter. So you go twice as fast. So it's actually better to just say like, okay, 10% less time in crafting time than having the ability to create 2 items at the same time. You see what I'm saying?
This is true. We could also just have it so that you can only make 1 splinter at a time, and then you can only make like a splinter and a chest, and then you can make like, I don't know, a forge item.
That'll be hard to explain though, like, you can do this, but not this, and this, okay, and, you know, that will be hard to explain.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, brainstorming.
Um,
Guys in the chat, please feel free to jump in the brainstorm, if you want, guys. But yeah, it was just like lighting up this. I mean, we're gonna talk that offline, so we don't spoil everything.
Yeah.
But I'd like to give I like to give it a little taste of what's involved into like giving more power to the players. Like, okay, that will be awesome, but if we do that, we may run out of content and people will leave the game and say that that's boring as shit. So that's the kind of thing that we have to handle every day here at Berzerk. So
yeah, exactly. The brainstorm happened like this, but there's a lot more yelling and swearing involved.
and sweating.
Much less spent
Fist
as well.
fights.
Also, there's somebody in the chat asking about the boost with the ad boost if we're using more than 1 items when we're crafting. When we're at crafting more than 1 items, what's gonna happen with the boost?
The boost. I think. Okay, so I believe that we should only have 1 ad at a time, like every 4 hours. Like so, if you craft like 5 things at the same time, you will have to choose which one you do, but not be able to like watch ad. Okay, I'm done, because that will ruin the game, right? So that's why we actually limit the amount of ads that you can watch. Because if, for example, we go nuts and we just say, okay, you can watch ads unlimitedly, like, I know that I will go and just like make the 3 days splinter thing and go watch ad. That game is fucking boring, and then stop it and never play it again, you know. But if I do it like only once every 4 hours, that's more limited, you know. Because otherwise, it feels like we're just trying to make money out of the users, like squeezing all the money. But if we limit it and say like, okay, only once 4 hours, I believe it's better.
Yeah, and it's a pretty boring experience just to watch ad for 5 minutes. And as all player, and I'm like that too. I want to abuse the game as much as I can to be the strongest that I can. So I think I will do the same thing. I will watch ad in 10 minutes, and I would say.
Yeah, we should never allow the player to make something very boring to grind, and watching ads is something, you know. So if it was just like tapping on the screen for 5 minutes to get a splinter, it will be the same thing. It will be super fucking boring. But at the same time, you'll be like, well, if I don't do it, I won't be as powerful as everybody else. So screw that game. So you leave, right? So watching several ads is boring as shit. So we should not let the player that option. We should not give that option to the player.
I think it's fine-tuning. Maybe we can split the time between all items. Like, since there are 2 items instead of a 4-hour boost, it could be a 2-hour boost on every item. Or maybe you can choose which item you want to skip. I think it's kind of a fine-tuning thing. We would find an elegant way to do it.
The way it's set up right now, at least in the code, because I knew that we were only going to have 1 item for the moment, is when you get a boost, it just takes 4 hours off of all of your items. So if you're crafting like 5 items, you might get 20 hours of crafting time off.
Okay.
It would be very simple to just divide that by the number of items you're crafting, so that it's 4 hours off your total crafting time.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, I am totally 100% on the idea that it should be every 4 hours you get the option to watch an ad,
Yeah.
and then you got to wait another 4 hours.
So we could have the options given to the player, though. That's an interesting option. Like, do you want to watch an ad to boost that item for 4 hours, or all the items for like 1 hour each? You know?
Personally, I would rather have one item because I can have this item faster.
Yeah, but I mean, if you give the options to the player, like, will it be interesting if you have like 5 items, for example, and just say, okay, I want a boost, or we could say like a boost that gives 2 hours for every item. So in total, it gives like 8 hours, so you save more time doing that. I don't know. It's just like another idea.
I think if we give them a boost in time, it would be great because if it's the same time split on 5 items, I think it's less good because if you use it on one item, you get your item faster and you can use the bonus faster.
That's a good point. Point.
So in the overall scheme of the game, you go faster.
Yeah.
Just upgrading one item.
That's a good point.
Another question in the chat. We're being asked about our opinions on auto clickers and what's this word? God damn it.
Auto clickers
and ad blockers.
Oh, okay. Ad blockers for me, like personally, ad blockers. If you use ad blockers and play by Zombidle, I'm fine with it. I have no problem with that. Like, if you want to do it, do it. I mean, people's gonna use ad blocker anyway. Even if we say like, please don't do it, please. Just like, well, if you want to do it, do it. That means that my job or our job is to make the experience, to make the game enjoyable, you know? So that's the first priority right there. If you're using an ad blocker, that means that we should think of a way to make the ads more appealing for the player, or less less damaging for the player. So that will be my option for ad blockers. I think we're gonna go with ad blockers first.
Ad blocker. If someone use ad blocker, do they get the reward or?
I don't think so on web, right? I think we detect that.
Okay, so I don't think it's a problem. As you say, we just have to make the ad more appealing.
And they're only entering themselves if they use ad blockers anyway. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a choice that we already give in the game. You just like can never click the scrolls. And it's the exact same thing as using an ad blocker.
Yeah, yes. Yep. We don't force anybody to watch an ad.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch any ad to play our game except for the ad at the beginning, but it's not our ad, it's the side ad anyway.
Yeah. If you play on Congregate or a game or whatever, yeah, totally.
I'm being told they get the reward with the ad blocker running.
Where?
So somebody's getting fired then.
Oh my god!
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
Oh, it's probably on the web, right? Well, we're talking web.
I think the Arcane boost and the Hell boost, I think those are defaulted to actually give you the reward if it fails.
Okay, gotcha. Dory95 just says that he used ad blocks and he don't see ads and he get rewards. Okay. I think I know what's happening. We were showing up. We were detecting the ad blocking, the ad blockers first with Zombidles, but then people said that the opposite was happening. They were watching ads, or they could not watch ads to get the scrolls. Like the scroll was not working. So our detection kind of blew up at one point, and I believe that we just decided to say, all right, you know what? Like, let's remove the detection and give the rewards anyway. So I think that's what happens right now, because, and that's something that I like to give insight to you guys, is watching ads on the web doesn't give us a lot, like, in funds. And we are actually looking for a way to remove the ads on the web and, replace that with another system. That is something that we want to do, because it doesn't really pays off on web. On mobile, it works very well. It's a very good way to receive it, and the ad networks are way more improved in there, way more optimized on mobile. Everybody's leaving web games, so We are actually looking at that because we also want to release the game on what platform, Kojak?
That would be Steam. Latch. That would be Steam.
Yes! And if we put ads on Steam, what's gonna happen, guys?
They're gonna murder us.
Yes!
I don't get murdered.
Gabe Newell will personally come and just stab each of us.
Don't
He
make
will
a
not.
sentence
This is a
with
lie.
don't
Please
make
don't.
a sentence with Gabe Newells and death threats.
Yeah.
We don't
Yeah.
do that again, Kojak. Bad things
The
can happen.
opinions of Kojak does not reflect the opinions of Rivers.
Yeah.
Anyway, Kojak is fired from there.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Yeah.
He's out.
That's not a problem.
No, but yeah, for real. We want to put a game on Steam at one point because we can pretty easily to make an HD version of Zombidle, like a big full-screen HD version, because the game has been done in Flash, so Flash is vectorial, so we can put everything in. We can just export all the textures twice as big, and the game will look like super crisp. So we want to do that on Steam, and again for free and everything. But we have to remove the ads if we do that. And if we remove the ads, we have to find a way to not patch, but make another systems. We like the scroll systems in there. We like to reward the active players, but we need to find a way to do it. Have you thought about this, guys? By the way, Kojak, Etienne, Mike. What system could we do?
Thinking a lot.
The question goes to chat as well.
Beats me. You guys are the smart ones. Pretty
My
offensive.
Zombidle VR. Sorry, somebody
Yes.
says that. Yeah. Coming up
Zombidle in
soon.
the vibe.
120 FPS. Let's do it.
Nice.
Right now, I don't think we think a lot about it. I think we can ask people to sell.
Yeah, because I haven't found a way to do it. Charge for it? I don't know.
No, I
Charge
don't like
for
that.
it.
Maybe ask people to send pictures of boobs.
The only thing I was thinking is we have a deal with the developer instead of a deal with the devil.
Okay.
But the problem is there's no real good cost for the devil deals that doesn't use diamonds. Like we can ask people to tweet about the game or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I gotcha.
That would be hard to detect, and it would be hard to actually say, "Hey, you did this, so here's your reward."
And I believe that Steam wouldn't even allow it, actually. Like, using third parties' authentications or stuff like that in Steam is a bit difficult. I don't know if we can plug Berzerk Pulse on Steam, though. Mike,
Should be able to.
I can look it up.
yeah?
You need to know now, or
No, well, if you have the answer now, I'd like to know it, but... it's not
I
super-
can check.
But yeah, the point stays, like, what we gonna do? We looked at there's Clicker Heroes. I know, Etienne, you are a big fan of Clicker Heroes, right? I think you're still no. I think that
You're
played
playing right now, aren't you?
No, no, I'm not. Yeah, I like Clicker Hero, but I haven't played actively in a while, so
Okay.
I just go there once a day and
Yeah.
buy my my thing. So I don't know what they do. Did they have a Steam?
I know
Steam
that,
version?
yeah, I played a bit on Steam. Actually, I played Clicker Heroes like a lot on mobile. I tried on Steam. I tried on Armor Games as well. I played the Adventure Capitalist as well a lot, and Tap Titans on mobile. Tap Titans, I don't think there's a version on Steam. Maybe people here can correct me, but I don't think there's a version on Steam. If so, I'd like to know what they did. Bitcoin Millionaire as well. Bitcoin Billionaire. If it's on Steam, I would love to know it, because the way that was like the biggest inspiration on how to make the scrolls in Zombidle. Actually, I was playing Bitcoin's Billionaire. I was like, that's freaking awesome. We need to do something like that. Sorry, just read something from Mark. Why is Zombidle just a Mario ripoff? Fail. That was a comment we had for a game.
The hero should be a bear and fly.
Yeah, and fly. We had a comment at one time, like, why isn't the hero flying? And we're talking about a Zelda game we did called Hero's Arm. It's like, what? Well, he doesn't fly. Anyway, back to the thing is like how I'd like to know how they did on Steam to remove the ads thing. Click Your Heroes had something the same as Adventure Capitalism. Every 4 hours you can watch an ad to double your revenue while you are offline. They have that. That's it. So they just remove it on Steam. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a, mon homme?
Hey, buddy.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Il peut de faire.
Ah.
Ça sent ça.
Ok, bon, c'est bon. Fais-tu un bye-bye?
Bye bye.
Ok. On la porte mon oncle, s'il vous plaît. Okay. Did you get that? I didn't understand what was happening here.
Your kid is drunk.
Rabidarchi.
Yeah, it's 3 p.m. They're drunk.
I can find it, by the way, so I'll look into it.
Okay, but okay, I was talking about Click Your Heroes and Adventure Capitalism. So yeah, they have a system where they can just like double the money for 4 hours if you watch an ad every 4 hours, which is a system I don't really like because after a while I stopped playing because I forgot to activate the bonus every 4 hours. Like I didn't like how they did it as myself. But the point is, Steam on Steam they just removed that option and that's it. So everything is on microtransaction only.
Yeah, it's another thing we have to watch. There's two kind of idle game player. There's active player and there's also idle player. People who just go once a day for 5 minutes and people play a longer session, and we don't want to make one really more powerful than the other because sometimes people tend to be offended if there's too much reward on active player and not enough on idle player, and vice versa. So we have to find a good way to a balance between the two. So I think just giving a offline bonus wouldn't be a good solution.
Monkey Man says, how about a daily consecutive logins? Like you get a token like every day or something like that, and after a while you can replace a token with the Devil's Deals. That's a nice idea, but that's an idea that we could put, like if we implement that, I will put it everywhere. Like you can do that on mobile as well. So it doesn't really fix the issue. It just like replace it. It's just like a nice feature we could add on top of all the thing.
What I'm thinking is if we actually implement the idea like a golden ticket or something where you just buy all of the devil deals for like a month, it would have to be a microtransaction, but you basically just, and a lot of people have been asking for this, if they could just say, fuck it, I just want to buy all of the deals and watch no more ads. And that would solve the problem on Steam, because then we could just pull out the ad networks and be like, hey, so on Steam, unfortunately, we can't just show you an ad, so if you want this deal, like, here you go. Or we could just say, hey, you bought it, so here you go.
Gotcha.
And it'll work cross-platform, so if you just buy all of the devil deals, you play on Steam for a while, and then you grab your phone, you'd be like, ooh, I just have free deals. Okay, not free, but...
and maybe we can if the player don't want to buy with microtransaction, maybe the devil's deal could be the demon appear and she asks you for one of your item or one of your stuff in exchange for the bonus.
Okay.
So you can have the bonus without spending any actual money, but you have to lose something in the game.
Okay,
so it's
gotcha.
like still a devil deal. You have to
I like that.
Maybe pay half your skull, or maybe just give her an item, or maybe give her some ectoplasm or something like that.
Actually, paying off with souls, depending on how many it costs, actually sounds like a really good idea, because then active players you get to use the souls for something else too.
Yeah. And non-active player who want to buy it as a microtransaction to have all Devil's Deal free can still have that. So there's a solution for people who don't pay and people who pay.
Yeah. I wouldn't tie it with the ghost though, because if you can pay 5 ghosts to, well, it will have to be like 50 ghosts or something like that.
Oh yeah, it'd have to be a lot.
Yeah. Okay, so that will
Like
make
a prism.
sense actually.
Like a prism is like 81 ghosts.
Okay. So that will make sense. Because I was about to say, like, if you get scrolls, that's because you play actively, and if you play actively, you're gonna get a lot of ghosts. So that means that you will never watch ads anymore. So we cannot break the concept right there, right?
Yeah, that's a really good point.
But
Yeah,
I like
maybe it shouldn't be a ghost all the time. It could be anything. She just asks for one of your thing. It could be a ghost, could be an item.
Okay.
She come and say, "Hey, I want that," and
Okay,
it could
gotcha.
be a random.
Why are you pointing at my crotch right now?
What?
I'm always pointing.
What?
I don't know. On cam, he was just pointing at my crotch. That was weird. Maybe Skype is set up. Like, all right, fair enough.
I have a picture of your crotch on my desk. That's why.
Okay.
He gestures to it.
There we go. Like the good old days.
Eh,
Okay, so like the girls asked for that, but you could have like a golden ticket, for example, and the golden ticket will be another currency that we have in the game, and you can spend a golden tickets to watch a scroll. So then we could have like in the microtransaction that we have already, if you buy 5 diamonds, you also receive like 10 tickets.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
So
and you can use the ticket or the item she asks. So maybe if she asks something you don't care,
Yeah.
maybe if she asks 10 white orb, I don't care about those 10 white orb.
yeah.
You give them that. If she asks for, I don't know, a power cube, no way I will give you the ticket instead.
Yeah, gotcha.
I
Yeah,
do
how
like
about-
the idea of souls though, because souls kind of tie in with the the theme of the game. Because she asked basically a deal with the devil is getting signing your soul. Therefore, if you give them a soul instead of yours,
They're
would be,
not
like, flavorful.
souls, they're ghosts.
ghosts have souls too. All right?
Oh snap! I like
Hashtag
that.
Don't
not
see
all
it
ghosts.
sensitive, yeah.
That is so
I'm
deep.
calling HR right now.
That's why you're black and white. You're the artsy guy. Say like ghosts have souls too. This is so deep, man.
Actually, I'm just HR, so I'm soulless. This is why.
Oh my god, Bird, are you serious right now?
God damn it, Bird.
Sounds good.
Where did that bird come from?
Oh, she was under my feet.
What? I have several questions.
So she's the most lovely bird in the world, and whenever she wants to like be picked up, and I have a little bird stand next to my desk, she just walks over and steps up onto my foot, and she just stands there until I move her.
Okay. Does she leave a little surprise once in a while?
No, not around here. Hopefully.
If I don't check, it's not there.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just not look.
Nice.
Somebody said something. Where did
I like the idea of giving a golden ticket at the same time of giving
Diamond, right?
diamond in the microtransaction.
Yeah.
Don't make them separate thing. So
Yeah.
if you buy, you get money, you get all diamond, and you get Devil's Deal too.
Yeah, we could have like, for example, the first pack is at $2, I think, right? Or $1, $2. So in the $2 pack, we can cram like I don't know, like 20 golden tickets. So that will be a very nice incentive to have that, like to have a $2 thing. So for $2, you skip 20 ads, for example, and then as the pack grows up for the biggest one, it goes to 50 tickets only instead of 20. You know, it goes like 20, 30, 40, 50, but the diamonds go exponentially. You know, so it will give like a nice incentive to pay a little $2 to skip a shit ton of ads. But if you're actually looking for diamonds, you can go to the further ads. The further one.
Not of mobile game, if you buy one microtransaction, you get rid of the ad altogether. So it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, well, if we have something that removes the ads forever, it's
No, I don't want that.
Yeah,
because,
exactly, right?
Because the Devil's Deal is a fine mechanic, even without the ad. It's
Yeah.
pretty fun.
Yeah, exactly. So if we remove the penalty side of a Devil's Deals, it removes the purpose of the Devil's Deal. Yeah, the concept of a Devil's Deals. I do agree. We have Flammable Pig, by the way. Flammable Pig 47 saying, "Where are you guys from?" We are, well, me, I'm from Quebec City. Me, Etienne, and Mike. Kojak.
I'm from the States. Hi.
Where in the
Pennsylvania.
States? Where? Point it on the map.
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
I'll
Point it
have
on
a
the
map.
map.
Oh,
Give us
there's
our
no map here.
address so we can.
Oh shit!
So we can
It
send
is.
like voicemails to you like directly. So
I
we
just
can.
get like VHS tapes in the mail.
So I can have like a selfie video of me watching you sleep and breathing heavily, and then send that to Mike. It's like next level creepiness.
You are why I drink.
Mike, you cannot go on the web and just ask people not to do something. It's
Sure I can.
That's not how internet works, man.
yeah, it's not how it works.
Sweet. Well, on this note, guys, was there anything else you wanted to talk? It's been already like an hour and a half, so I think it's time to wrap this up. Was there anything else?
There was one more because somebody I lost it. I don't remember where. I don't know who it was.
Oh.
They were talking about hoarding devil deals, and this is something that because I know that we have the hell building for devil deals, and it's like the devil deal lady laying next to a pool of lava.
We have the visual.
I wanted to see if we could plan a devil deal update where we just do a lot more with it. And one of the things was something like a backpack. And when you build this backpack, it gives you the option to watch the deal, and then instead of firing it right away, you store it. And then so you have the item in your inventory, and it's just like a bunch of backpacks.
Okay.
And then you can break the backpack to unleash the power of the deal.
So like it becomes an item instead of being something that you press right now.
Exactly. And a lot of people have been asking if there's any way that they can because when you click on the deal, you either have to watch it or you just don't do anything with it. And the nice thing about it is if you have a backpack and the ad fails, you can just hold on to it and rewatch the ad later, maybe when it works.
Yeah.
Or you can hold on to it for when you have a ticket now or something.
Yeah, gotcha.
There's a lot we can do with that.
I like it, but there's one thing though, I will put a duration on it anyway. You put it on backpack, but the deal stays for 24 hours or something like that.
Oh,
The reason is the way I will play it is I will stack my backpack with a shit ton of items, or we can have a max, one items at a time or something, because. When I played Final Fantasy, I was reaching the final boss with 99 elixirs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save it for later and never use them. So then I will have a devil deal saying do you want another elixir? I was no, I already have 99, so I'm good. So I'm just I just fear that thing. So maybe have one or two items in your backpack so we can still have the randomness. Because if we store it for later, we're gonna lose it's a deal now. It's happening now,
Oh, that's a
So
good point.
having something like a backpack that you can upgrade with 1, 2, and 3 item max, for example, that'll be nice. That will be nice, but not
Yeah, because hoarding become a thing of its own. You should see my house. It's Skyrim.
I thought you were just gonna say your house. Just stop there.
You
It
can
would
see
be
my
fine.
house.
yeah, you can also.
Well, yeah, your house is already packed with weapons and cool shit like that.
Yeah.
Every time I go to-
Hoarding, it's a game of its own. So people will start hoarding. I have this for later.
Yeah.
And
There's 100 deals.
But
Yeah.
it's actually a good idea for the building that cranks up the Devil's Deals. I know that I would love to have a way to build a building to help the Devil Girl and boost my Devil Deals. So instead of like 5 minutes of that thing, it will be 6 minutes of that thing, or double the effect, for example, or just crank up the effect or crank up the duration. And or when the deals happen, you have a choice between two effects. Like, do you want 5 diamonds or do you want -5 house for the next 5 minutes? So it's a nice perk to have, right? So you have the choice between two things. That'll be nice.
Yeah. The thought that I was having about the backpack, like the original thought, was that it could only hold one deal, and if you wanted to hold another one, you had to make another backpack.
Okay, gotcha.
And then when you wanted to use the power in the backpack, you actually had to break it so that you lost the item.
Yeah, you lost the
So it
okay, so
basically
you lost
just-
the backpack. Oh, okay, gotcha.
So it just turns the deal like into an item. And then I like actually the donation, the duration of the backpack.
Okay.
That was something I hadn't thought about, but I actually
Okay, so it will be like, for example, a magic bubble. I know it's like it wouldn't need to find something else, but like a magic shield or whatever that can like hold the power of the scrolls for like for 1 day. And when you burst the bubble, bloop, it use it, but you lose the shield at the same time.
Exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
Actually, the original idea was to make the containment thing from Ghostbusters.
Stop
And you
saying
use
Ghostbuster, damn! Stop saying, we're gonna get in trouble. You talking about Ghostbusters and
Copyright.
death threats and,
I'm talking to my lawyer right
and
now.
Steam employees. Stop it, Kojak.
I'm the
But
worst.
Yeah, that's a nice idea, though. Like, yeah, I'd like to have a way to upgrade the effect of these scrolls. That's something we don't see often in games that use the ads mechanic, right? Just like something like, do you want to watch ads to double this? And that's it. It's a static bonus. But to have the ability to upgrade the effect of watching an ads is nice for the late game as well. So, I like it.
We already have the building in hell for that.
We do have the building already.
It looked pretty good.
Yep.
It looks amazing.
Yep. Can't wait to put it. But it's another thing in an entire list of things that we want to do for Zombidle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then. Oh,
Do you
God.
remember the skill system for Bug too?
Oh, yeah, the skill system. Yeah.
And then
We have the visual.
We have the visuals for a skill set. Hype! But yeah.
What about that even
Oh.
bigger update after cross-platform?
Yeah. And also the prestige system.
Yeah.
To
Oh,
make
God.
because something that we know here and we don't like is that the older monsters become obsolete after a while. Not after very long, but after a while. You know, you upgrade them to 100 and that's it. So we need to fix that. And we didn't want to add new monsters and new monsters and new monsters all the time. Because all the other games do that, like Tap Titan does that, Clicker Heroes does that, and that's fine because when they release a new heroes, you're like, oh cool, I can get like more powerful everything. But at the same time, it dilutes. Like, is it a word? It makes the dilutes. Is that a word?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, that's
cool.
a word.
So it makes the other monsters less interesting. Because who cares about the very first monster? I have like 150 monsters already, you know, so I don't care about them.
And also, we want to give them more personality and
Exactly.
make them more. That's why the arcane is controlled by the Black Lich.
Yeah.
Want to give them each their own personality with time. So if we have a bunch of monsters, it won't be possible.
Yeah.
The less we have, the more personality we can give them.
Yeah. So yeah, it's something, but we still have to figure out a way to make the first monster more performant, more appealing.
How about sunglasses?
Voila, sunglasses and top hats. There you go. How
Bam,
about
done.
putting them in white and black and white and make them
This is why they pay me the big
recitals,
bucks.
poems. But yeah, like it's
Subject.
something. it's something that we already know, and we want to fix it. And yeah, it will be under the hood at some point. Guys, I think it's time to wrap this up. Was there something else you wanted to talk in the chat? Do you have any questions, guys? Spam us with your question if you have some. Otherwise, what else are you working on these days? Well, we already talked about that. Happy High, what are you working on? Where will you be? You're like everywhere, all the events.
I'll be in Tulsa, Oklahoma in a week, and after that we're going to TwitchCon, the three of us, but Etienne. Because Etienne is too busy for us, he's too cool. He likes to wear pants.
Me, Kojak, and Mike.
I'm somewhere.
Me, Kojak, and Mike will be at TwitchCon, by the way, at the end of the month.
Yeah. And after that, it's gonna be like something at some point, I guess. I don't know. Someday. We'll be somewhere someday. I forgot.
Somewhere someday. Sweet. A suggestion above. Anyway, what is the suggestion? I think that you may have broken the crafting. Oh! Kojak?
Oh,
Jack.
Oh, Jack! SaintG85, how goes the Stream RPG app for iOS? We are still waiting. So the thing is, all app that are submitted after June 2016 have to deal with a certain security, a certain new things in Apple, and that new things has to be implemented in the server thing that we use, which is Player.io, and we are waiting for them to fix the issue. So right now what we do is poke them every day and say, hey, is it done yet? Is it done yet? Is it done yet? So as soon as it's done, we're gonna fix it and push it on iOS. Otherwise, it's there for Android already. Oh, Monkey Man, you said your suggestions. How about infusing the monster with dog power to act as a prestige system? That's something that I was thinking about, actually. Like having the, the items for each monsters have a way to spend them on the monsters themselves. Like, for example, if you spend 15 zombie horde item on him, he's gonna level up of dark levels or whatever, and he becomes like way better. So the first monster will take only 3 of his items to get to the second tier, we could say, and it goes up as you go to the Tomb King. So we could do something like that. So that but anyway, that's like an half-baked idea, but yeah.
There seems to be an item that has a variable in his name right now. Look at the chat. Zero Stats says why one of the items says parentheses print percentage.
Are you?
Because I'm stupid.
Okay.
All right.
And fired.
Yeah. You know what's going on. You're not going to TwitchCon anymore. I'm sorry.
Oh shit.
Yes, Koyotech. Infusing the monster with the respective item. Yes. Kojak, you were about to say something?
I just said in chat. It's 50%.
Okay. So yeah, guys, I think we were gonna wrap this up. Again, as we were saying at the beginning of the stream, we want to do a podcast like this every 2 weeks-ish. The deadline internally, the deadline for new updates for Zombidle is every 2 weeks. But we don't want to promise that to everyone. We don't want to say like, hey, every 2 weeks we're gonna tell you that yes, it's gonna have a update every time. Because if we do that, we may be forced to release crap, and we don't want to release crap. We prefer to release, good stuff instead of just like rushing. But internally, we want to make an update every 2 weeks, so you always get new content, guys. So it's a way to deal with priorities here in the to-do list. So my point being, we want to make a podcast like this after every updates. And also put the podcast on YouTube and refer to that YouTube inside Zombidle as well. So have like in the news, the little calendar that pops up where you can click on it and you see all what's new. We can have like, do you want to watch the podcast for these updates? And you're gonna go back to YouTube for it, So otherwise, yeah, be sure to subscribe, be sure to follow. We're gonna make the Berzerk podcast on the Berzerk Studios Twitch channel. Since it was the first one, we didn't have time to finish everything. We decided to put it here on Latch and Friends. But, you know, if you want to follow only the podcast, go on Berzerk Studios Twitch. It's an empty channel right now, but you can follow it. Otherwise, you can follow this channel. I'm going to host it anyway. Or, you know, Kojak TSL as well. Follow that awesome gentleman. He streams. When do you stream, by the way, Kojak?
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, starting at noon
Sweet.
Eastern Standard Time.
Sweet. So go follow this guy. He's awesome. He's working on Zombidle all the time. If you have any problem, if you have any bugs, you poke that guy, and you also give Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. You also
like Bastion.
You also give
Yes.
diamonds on your stream, right? Sometimes you reward the player there, right?
Yep.
Nice. We could have done a giveaway, actually, today. We're gonna do that next time. Sweet. Mike, how do we reach you?
Through voice message on Facebook, apparently. And also, Twitter on either Berzerk Studio, just Ships and Beats, Twitter, or my own personal Twitter, which I would not recommend because I just make dick jokes there.
Well, it's
or
right
just
below
through-
you, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
You don't
Just-
see it.
I'm
but-
pretty much just everywhere. I'm reading all of the things, and when I'm not, Etienne just follows me and forwards me stuff. So
Okay.
I just can't get rid of you guys.
And Etienne, how can we reach you personally if we have a question for art or anything?
You can't.
No, you can't. No, you can't. Yeah, you don't have Twitter yet or something, right?
No, you can send me a mail at etienne@berzerkstudio.com.
Okay, good.
And that's about it. I check also sometime the other thing like Facebook and
Yeah.
thing, but I rarely respond. I added that to Mike.
Sweet. You should at least have a Twitter account. I know that Mark has one now, and he got some commission. Like somebody actually hired Mark over Twitter to make some arts for him. So, you know, it's good.
Yeah.
Good.
I will stick with mine right now, but I think I will make a Twitter account soon.
Sweet. All right. So, guys, anything else you want to add before the end?
I need to pee.
I do as well. I drank like 3 liters of water. I really gotta go.
Yeah, I'm on like my second Crystal Pepsi right now.
We're gonna leave on this awesome ending. We all need to pee. So, guys, it was Berzerk Podcast. Please follow the channel, follow everything if you want to stick with us. Thank you very much for watching this podcast, guys. It was amazing. I really enjoyed having all that talk. I hope you did enjoy it as well. So, you guys, I love you all. See you in 2 weeks. Bye,
Bye.
guys.
I
Later.
That's a finger.
We can still hear your birds, man.
Yeah, I know. They're just.
We're still here.
I gave her a bunch of pistachios.
We're still live, by the way. They can still
Oh.
hear us.
All right then. She's going apeshit.